So the code is all here now, and I could do some testing, but live server is not set up to accept this form. And we see this from the example from the demo I did. We get a page isn't working. So this makes it very difficult to test and troubleshoot any problems. So I've actually held off on deploying to netlify, but now it certainly is a good time to actually do the deploy. Remember that the form is actually set up for netlify. We can go into index.html and look at the open tag for the form, and you'll notice it's got a name, a method which is equal to post, and this special attribute data-netlify equals true. And just to double check, that's similar to this here. I'm not sure why it says contact to. That's fine though. It really doesn't matter the name. But we will see that name show up later, I do believe. So it definitely has a method equals post and data netlify equals true. And if we come in here, it's actually this data netlify. When we deploy this site, netlify will scan through this code, our code, find the data netlify equals true, and change this form into something that'll work on their server. And that's exactly the behavior that we want to see. So we'll log into netlify here and create a new site from GitHub. Make sure you always pull this down and find IDMX225. There's project 6. Deploy that site. There we go. Go into site settings, change our site name, project-6- and then the GitHub username. So here we go. I'm actually going, well, I'll open that link up in a new tab. I'm going to come back into general settings in a moment. But we'll go down, look for, I have a mistake there that I have to fix. We're going to look for the contact form and again fill it out as a test. And we were successfully able to submit. Now if we come back into netlify and we're in general settings, down here is forms, And I'm going to add a notification. So new form submission, email, I'll just send it to myself. And if I had more than one form on here, which I don't, I could say any form, which is fine. Or if I wanted just to set different forms with different email notifications, I could select the form name. So you notice contact 2, netlify was able to pick that up in the form. It knows that the form exists, and we can do a save. Trying to remember, there we go. So back, if we click on overview, remember we were in site settings, we click back on overview, we can see the recent form submissions. Click on that one, and sure enough, it's got the same information. The radio button comes in a little bit weird. Let's just show you a difference. I'll say no this time. Now if we come back, refresh the screen, and we have a second test. So the radio button, as I say, is a little bit weird, then that the name for this is yes, a reply would be nice. And then the value is either no thanks or yes, a reply would be nice. It's a little bit weird, but it should be fine. You'll notice that they're actually, netlify is actually using the label. So we actually see, we go back, name required, email required. Okay, so that's it. It's deployed and tested. And if I wanted to, I could go into my email and check that this is actually being sent as an email each time. But this is good enough. I can see that everything that I submitted here is showing up in the form submission.